Ladies and gentlemen, at least 30 people have died and 12 people remain in critical care after a huge fire engulfed West London Tower block in the early hours of Wednesday. The block is called Grenfell Tower. It will be a name that will symbolize many things, I kid you not, in the years to come. Now, even though I said 30, I believe, and many people believe, there are much more. The fire was reported at the 24-story block Grenfell Tower in North Kensington at 12:54 in British Standard Time on Wednesday, 14th of June 2017. 45 engines, and some say 65 or so, and more than 200 firefighters went to tackle this blaze. The fire affected all floors of the building from the second floor up. Firefighters worked with the gas authority to isolate a ruptured gas main in the block. This is what is reported. Once it was completed, they were able to extinguish the fire with the help of a 40-meter aerial appliance. The blaze was under control by 1:14 British Standard Time on Thursday. What happened next, ladies and gentlemen? Mistress May, the Prime Minister, has faced criticism for not meeting survivors in the immediate aftermath, unlike Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn and Mayor of London Sadiq Khan. Mr. Corbyn has written an open letter to the Prime Minister calling for the public inquiry to ensure all necessary lessons are learned. Many people are getting peed off by saying necessary lessons being learned. What does that mean? However, the Prime Minister has committed $5 million for clothes, food and emergency supplies, but was heckled in chants of coward after meeting survivors of the fire on Friday. The $5 million Grenfell Tower resident discretionary funds, as she said, includes an aim to rehouse residents within 3 weeks, as close to where they lived before as possible, to pay for temporary housing in the meantime and to provide extra financial aid. What I want to say is this. I visited Latimer Road to ascertain a true feelings of the atmosphere, and I think to seek out the feeling of empathy for my fellow man or woman. As it is easy, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes to lose a sense of empathy when you feel too far removed or detached from a situation, when it doesn't affect you directly. My first reaction to this tragedy was how sad, but thankful I do not know anyone from the building really. That's what I said. And I'm in no great danger after this than I was a minute ago. But who is to say? I frequent surrounding areas often, and now I'm a member of a church, even in Notting Hill Gate. Amid those stricken hard faces, there could be someone I know, and that should be enough. Can that be enough? That should be what makes a difference. That could. There could have been someone I knew in that building. I could have been in that building. I could have been visiting someone in that building. You could have as well. There shouldn't be conditions to shared empathy for all tragedy. I sense also the disappointment in the tone and the eyes of the residents in the area. I sense the anger, the frustration, and a brewing fury as they felt that they have been let down by the local council, by the housing association, and last but not least, the government. Many concerned voices by tenants in the building about fire safety were routinely ignored, it is reported. There's a clear need for action, and there's a clear need for answers. Using a simple mathematical calculation, people on the streets are saying that there could be over 350 to 400 residents lying dead in that building. Have a look at the building. Can you see what I'm saying? Now you understand when they are saying, or why they are saying, no justice, no peace. I understand. How can you sleep in peace? How can you reconcile as a human? And one of the things I can see the pairing, twinkling eyes of the little children and adults looking out at the window of that high tower block. And first they were crying out for help, but now in my mind's eyes, I can see them very clearly now calling and crying out for justice. So this is my rallying cry for the justice democracy. That is to say, fair, paternalistic democracy, as we have in the UK, has a lot of complicated elements to it. But the one unassailable part is that we have a reasonable expectation to expect due care and consideration by those elected and employed to work in our government offices. We have a reasonable expectation to empathic governance that listen to, protect, and make decisions in the best interest of their people, our people. And in the case of Grenfell Tower, that governance fell short. Ladies and gentlemen, Visit my website, SYLBOURNE.com. Follow me on Twitter, SYLBOURNE. There are my views. Let me hear what you have to say. Thank you very much. They're really annoyed and they want justice. That is what they want. Now, I took the time to come down here just to feel, just to get the vibes. And as you can see behind me, and as they're walking past, it is felt like tonight is going to be a very charged night, because at 10 o'clock there's going to be a vigil. There's going to be a vigil tonight at 10 o'clock.
Because this is very bad. Because when it comes to, oh, this is fire hazard, this, they didn't have enough fire assessment last 2 years, this building. Last fire assessment was in 2015. 2015? Yeah, that's what my council told me when I called them. Don't worry, you don't need to get scared because we have fire assessment, risk assessment, this assessment. But you know, these people, they didn't have a fire risk assessment. It was last one, it was only in the 2015. So you don't worry. No, now we're going to take very secure precautions about it. Yeah, because you know not somebody, 600 people were in that building.
Yes, listen, I love the SYLBOURNE show. SYLBOURNE knows it already. But as I said, you know, tragic situation, but this is what you call community. And what we're doing today and what we've been doing for the last, I'll say 3-4 days, is making sure that we can also contribute, we can all bring something to the table, we can all give, we can all, you know, build something from a terrible situation, which we're doing.
As you can see, it's, how should I describe it? I describe it as a very it's quiet, pensive mood. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on the SYLBOURNE show. And of course, what I'd like you to do is to like the videos, share the videos, and subscribe to the channel. Let people know about it. But important thing is also to comment. Let us get your comment, let's get your views, so we can understand how to even please you better, ladies and gentlemen. So as I said, share, like, subscribe. Thank you. I saw you there. You subscribed and you shared. Thank you so much.